Alright. So I'm not perfect, or I don't know, because I'm not perfect. And there's no telling when this will be posted, okay? So, life is not meant to go 10 out of 10, right? If it does, it is the devil. And I know this. But I don't know, right? That's why, right? God made the devil perfect so that way you could love your flaws and your imperfections. Right? Life is kicking me in the ass, bro. As always. What else is new? You know? I'm starting to realize I don't want this fame, bro. I don't want this shit. Nope. Let me tell you why. Because for some odd reason, I can't help but think I'm always seen in a light of shame. It don't matter how much light I harness. For my niggas don't seem retention with me. It don't matter how much light I fucking harness. Darkness just clouds my aura now, you know? That doesn't mean I'm going to give up. But darkness, even when there's no clouds in the sky at all and the sun is just shining down, for some odd reason, that darkness is just always there, haunting me in the back of my mind, constantly trying to get a hold of me. Right? You know what I say to that darkness? Fuck you. Tired of having you around. You are supposedly the thing that I'm supposed to use in order to make myself be seen in the light of love. But I could give a fuck less about the darkness. I don't care. I don't care about the darkness. I don't care about the light. At this point, I just want to be neutral. I would just like to be neutral to all of this. I feel like that would be a whole lot better for me personally if I just stayed neutral to everything. When things are negative, just stay neutral. When things are positive, stay neutral. When someone loves you, stay neutral. When someone hates you, stay neutral. I can't help but just feel like that is the way of life that I am meant to go. I'm not meant to be on the side of the mumble rap. I'm not meant to be on the lyrical side of hip-hop. I feel as though I'm just supposed to be neutral. I'm not supposed to care about either side, bro. Like, y'all can listen to these rappers all you want. I'm not telling you to listen to the dark side, listen to the light of hip-hop. I don't care for any beef that's going on. I don't care. It just seems like a whole big distraction to divide people. That's what it feels like to me. And it's always felt like that. It's always felt like this shit was just a big distraction to block you off from neutralness, the oneness of life. right? That neutrality honestly brings balance to the force. Because when you're not reacting to damn near every single thing around you and you're just neutral to the shit, you become the observer, right? You become the observer to what life actually is. When you understand that these things cling to each other, you won't care about being the one that's right or being the one that's wrong. The one position that you would want to be is neutral. I look at life like chess now. And in doing so, it has allowed me to actually think before I move. Right? You gotta look at life like chess. Let's say the king gets checked by the queen early in the game. And the king don't react. The king just move over to the side. The king don't react, he just move over to the side. You know? And even if he gets checked again, it's like there's always a pawn, there's always a bishop, there's always a knight, there's always a piece around to protect the king. Right? So that's what I'm just been thinking about today. It's a beautiful day, I know, but I try not to be so enveloped in the highs and I try not to be so enveloped in the lows, because at the end of the day, it's like there's one thing that's constant through all of this. Right? There's one thing that's constant through the positives that happen. There's one thing that's constant through the negatives that happen. Is the fact that they are constant distractions from balance in the force. No matter what. It don't matter. Like, that's why I'm cool with not having success, but I'm also not cool with not having success. Because in this moment right now, I would prefer to be just seen by you guys. But the world wants to take away the light. So there's a whole bunch of shit around to literally block off my attention and focus. But you know what? I'm neutral. I could give a shit less. That's what I strive to be. Authentically neutral. Because that's the whole point of the yin and the yang aspect. Is flowing with the Tao. The Tao follows the ways of heaven. Heaven follows the ways of the earth. And earth follows the ways of man. So be neutral. Stop giving a fuck. Stop caring. Oh, this happened. Okay, cool. Whatever. Oh, they're judging. Okay, cool. Whatever. I've constantly said this, that we are a snap in existence. We're floating in time. And time goes by so fast. It goes by so fast, yet it has this ability to still be held from the observer's perspective, if attentive enough, you know? If you pay attention to life just enough, you can actually see the constant. Everything is in place for you to react. It doesn't matter if it's positive. It doesn't matter if it's negative. The point is that you react and open up your heart so that way your power is taken away. I'm beginning to realize that now. I'm not angry. I'm not sad. I'm not anxious. I'm not depressed. I'm neutral. I'm neutral. Because everything that you desire in life, you may think you want it until you actually have it, you know? Then you start to see, like, holy shit. I don't even know why I wanted it in the first place. The Price of Fame by Brett Fias. I can understand that song. And I'm not even famous. I can understand that song and I'm not even famous. Like, bro, don't overly fantasize about something you don't even know if you want or not. Because the people in that position, they have to deal with shit that you may not even want to deal with on a day-to-day. That's why I always tell the kids to enjoy their youth. Have fun while you have it. Because when life happens and you get knocked out of the neutral zone, constant reactions. You are going to constantly be tested to react every single time. Every single time. So, if you take something from this, cool. If you take nothing from it at all, cool. I'm just a being expressing itself, right? I'm just a human being expressing how he feels in the moment in time. You can say what you want, feel how you feel. At the end of the day, all I'm saying is that neutrality is the way to move through life and being a proactive force. That is how, see, y'all hear that? That's a person that is struggling with their neutrality. You don't have to honk your horn at someone moving slow. It is that neutralness of life that actually allows you to understand both sides of each story. I'm going to say this and then I'll go. There's 3 sides to every story, right? There's the good side, the side that thinks that and believes that they are right. And then there's the wrong side, the side that is most definitely wrong. And then there's the instigator. The instigator is the number one problem in that scenario, right? The instigator, the one that sees the problem with both sides, but prefers to keep that shit alive. That is the real source of any and all problems. So, stay neutral and watch out for instigators.